Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What you're here about to witness the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen. From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate the flag.
Ain't nobody.
It is phenomenal. Like the queen. Right here.
Who the world is this? So much drama.
From yo block to yo block. I heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? So much this.
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She had it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like that. The winner of the Game Shoes of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the
Everybody. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience radio program. We've got company today. Twista is coming in. He'll be here in 2 hours for the Hour of Truth. And we've got a lot of celebrity talk about. 6 things you don't know about Naomi Campbell, but perhaps you'd like to know about. We'll talk about Kanye West and Little Kim and Toni Braxton and Garrett Morris from SNL. Yup, him too. Plus more on the Foxy Brown-Tyson Beckford alleged relationship. We'll talk about Mary J. Blige and Cheryl Lee Ralph. And, Advice Hour is coming up next hour. So, and in between everything, I love to get your faxes at 866-GET-WENDY. That's the telephone number. The fax number is 866-WENDY-FAX. It is what it is, people. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Today's R&B and classic soul. 107.5 WPLS.
What's up, everybody? This is Rolanda Watts, and I got one question to ask you. How you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hi, everybody. Goose, everything is too loud. And there's no bottoms and highs and lows in the headphones. What's going on with them? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, and you don't stop. It's like real flat. You can fix it as I talk, though. That's a little bit better. There. I guess. Hi, everybody. It is what it is. Welcome to the It Is What It Is radio program, a.k.a. the Wendy Williams Experience. You know, life seen through the eyes of the experience via the microphone. You know what? Immediately, I want to shout out to the girl who's working at a job with a woman that she calls FB because she's an effing B. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's a beautiful idea to leave a copy of her resume on the fax machine. And better yet, you know what else you need to leave around? Damn, you should leave it at the copy machine along with the copy of a fake cover letter that she's sending out, talking about how she's looking to get out of the job before the first of the year. Do you hear me? Yeah. And I also think it's a beautiful idea that you have one of your friends call your boss at the job who sounds like a boss themselves asking about her employment record. I think that's a beautiful job. And just get rid of her because she's all in everybody's business. And I hate people like that. What? I said it. I'm not like that at the job, and I'm not like that in my life. I'm like that here on the radio because I don't know how to log on. I think that's what you need for the general workforce these days. Anyway, everybody, good afternoon. And shout out to this person also, and good evening, depending on where you are. Good morning and on all like that. Damn, I hate that. You know, if we were just on consistently the same time every day, if the entire country was in the same time zone. Shout out to everybody on Armed Forces Radio. I have no idea what time it is where you are. But be safe and be well, and I'm glad that you're listening as well. Sanafa is letting me know that the government did issue those debit cards on Friday, which means that if that woman was going to buy a Fendi bag with her debit card money, then she could have done it over the weekend. And the Federal Emergency Management Agency is saying that they will be scrapping the debit card program once the officials finish giving the cards away this coming weekend. As a matter of fact, this is from last week. I was supposed to tell you this. Yeah. So it's scrapped now. They gave them away this last weekend, and now it's done. Now, whoever has a card has a card. Whoever doesn't. And the woman who tricked up her money on a Fendi bag, she's a DB. But you know what? Like she said, you only live once. And maybe that's what she needed to do to make herself feel well. I mean, different strokes for different folks in terms of what makes you feel better. You know, if you're having a really sucky day, some women or men might have to go out and spend, $1,000 on a pair of shoes. Me, I can go pick up a great tube of lipstick or a great, color of nail polish or a magazine. I mean, depending. Or I'll have $50. I'll say, I'm going to H&M and I'm going to search for the sweetest things to occupy this $50. It could be 3 different things. The prices at H&M, or one thing. Like that. Yesterday we were talking about, I was talking about with you, Beyonce, and I know that she did a magazine interview, and this is what she said regarding Pharrell and Nelly and Eminem. People say that I've dated Pharrell, Nelly, and Eminem, and when in reality, I had a boyfriend that lived in Houston. His name was Lindell, but we split due to my schedule and not having enough time. I showed his picture on my dresser when MTV did our cribs. But the thing is that you only, ladies, don't we only fess up to the ones that are proven, and we never fess up to one-night stands or, 7-day trysts or whatever. I mean, come on. When a woman tells you she slept with 7 men, that means, at least the hoes I know. That means I've had 7 boyfriends that you've actually seen me with. And there's at least 7 others in the cut that were a combination of one-night stands or, a little something that lasted for about 15 months, but we never dated. The sex was just incredible. Like that. Men do the same thing. Come on. You know what I mean? And Beyonce's no different than the rest of us. Yeah, Lindell, you had to confess to him because you were so young and naive at that particular point when you did that cribs back in the day when you were so brand new. You were all giddy about it. You had his picture on the dresser. You know what I mean? So of course you confess about him. All those other things, they will remain where most women keep them, in Pandora's box, right, girls? Oh, boy. And then she went on to say about Mos Def, I didn't have any friends, and the cast became my friends. This is when they did that MTV movie together, Carmen. Mos and I hit it off, and we went out a couple of times, and we're still really good friends. And then Michelle added her 2 cents in, saying, besides, he's got way too many kids and too many babies' mamas. Of course. Those are the ones that you leave in the cut. You're not going to sport them, admit to them. No. That's a hit the skins and scram. Make me feel good for one night, Zaddy, and leave it there. That's all. So Oprah's about to hit the streets again. Steve, Gay Steve is in the studio. When is the premiere?
21st, I think.
I knew you'd know. About the 21st.
Yeah, next week.
I can't wait. I wonder if the first show is going to be the Hermes show.
It definitely is. Gail King said that. So.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes, that's so great. Mm-hmm. So then we'll know what to do with our Birkin bags.
Exactly.
Wendy, Steve dresses the drag on the weekends.
Do you? Art, you saw Steve in drag?
Yes, I did.
He lies.
I'm only joking.
No, he lies.
I'm only joking. I'm joking. I'm lying. I'm sorry.
Only on Halloween.
Oh. What day is Halloween this year? Please don't tell me this year Halloween falls on the weekend when we miss each other. Let's do costumes this year.
Well, you always thinking of something.
Why don't we do costumes? Why don't we go trick-or-treating as a show?
Trick-or-treating?
Yeah, sure. It's on Monday?
It's on Monday, yeah.
Okay.
Trick-or-treating where? Around here?
In the building.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
In the building, from floor to floor.
I thought you meant the Bronx or somewhere.
Oh, shout out to everybody up in the Bronx. Well, anyway, good. So Oprah's back with a vengeance, the Hermes show. But I got to tell you, I still have Birkin elbow, and I'll keep Birkin elbow regardless. I mean, I was on wait list, and no. I understand, but as far as I'm concerned, my Birkin bags are grandfather claused in. You know, whatever happens after Oprah getting violated, that's wrong. But whatever you've done with them before, it's okay, is how I rationalize it. Art, do you remember we were in Philly when I got my first Birkin bag, and I was on the wait list, and we didn't even talk, but that day I was happy and I talked.
Yes, you was. Yeah.
So look what I got. I can't wait. Okay, and so guess what Oprah's doing also? Has Gail hinted to this? Oprah, you know, last year she gave away almost 300 cars to the studio audience, valued at more than $7 million. This year she's planning on giving away houses. Oh, yeah. The details of who's going to receive the big, beautiful, brand new houses and how they'll be giving away are being worked out. And so we're not going to know until the season opener. Oh, by the way, that would be September 19th. September 19th. Yeah.
Big day.
In the meantime, Tyra Banks show. And unfortunately, that show has sprayed the whack juice on America's Next Top Model, which I wasn't really as into anymore as maybe a lot of you are. But that's the thing that you have to be careful, because a lot of times WPs don't know what to do with us on TV. And sometimes if we're too thirsty to want to get that spotlight and be on, then we start nodding our heads and going all along, you know, with it and stuff. Now, I'm thinking that Tyra, because she's a woman of a certain age at this particular point, and she's a captain of industry. You know, she is not just some ditzy model. She's a business force. And I'm surprised that she allowed them to put her on TV and spray whack juice all over her. Just all over her. Like, wow. So if you haven't seen that show, see it, because it's not going to be around for long. Although, you know how they are these days, like Life and Style is still on, and that was canceled like 6 or 8 months ago. You know what I mean? They still run the reruns. Yeah. Hey, Kimora. Sorry to see what's happening, Tyra. You know. All right, everybody, the phone lines are open. Keep it here.
Wendy, man.
I've been with my boyfriend for 14 years, but he's so lazy. It's driving me nuts. I can't take it. It's driving me crazy. I went away for the weekend. I left dishes in the sink. I came back 2 days. They were still there. He don't sweep the floor. Dust can pile up on the computer. He does absolutely nothing. He does nothing.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
This is your man, Steve Harvey. Hey, that's right, everybody. I'm back. And this time, New York, I'm here to stay. When I had a job, I never looked at my boss. I worked 8 years at it. Never made eye contact with him. Scared he gonna ask me to do something. Don't look at your boss. Matter of fact, let's make that official. Don't look at your boss day.
Okay.
All right. Today, don't make eye contact with your boss. Tomorrow, it's gonna be a new day. Is slap your boss.
Oh, yeah.
Wow! Everybody can haul off and slap your damn boss.
Wow.
And then Wednesday is unemployment tips. What to do when you ain't working? It's gonna be big, New York. You don't want to miss this one. The fun begins Monday morning, September 19th. It'll be on and cracking right here on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
That's right, and Steve Harvey Morning Show and the Wendy Williams Experience is about to be the greatest radio station in the country, boy. Oh, yeah. All right, everybody, this hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is sponsored by 1-800-Flowers. I love 1-800-Flowers. I use them a lot myself because the number is easy to remember. I will not lie. And their arrangements happen to be beautiful, but it starts with an easy-to-remember number, you know? 1-800-Flowers. Thank you for sponsoring this hour. And also, oh, yeah, that's garbage. Thanks. It's time for me to speak with you about LA weight loss. Okay, so you know, I've lost just over 15 pounds on LA weight loss, managed to maintain the weight. Literally, I have not gained or lost any extra weight since LA weight loss. I feel fantastic. I finally have reached, I guess, I've plateaued at this particular weight. As much as, I mean, you know, truth be told, I would love to lose another 10 pounds. But just because then I have 10 pounds to be able to gain back any way I want. You know how I am with the food. You know what I mean? I'd go on a binge for like a week and gain it all back. But, you know, I find that I'm not suffering. Like, I just ordered my lunch. You know what I'm having? Onions and anchovies. Wrapped. No, oh my gosh. That's it.
Onions and anchovies?
Listen, I'm getting juice mouth just talking about it. I can't wait for it to get here. And you get it on a fork, and I order the flat anchovies, and I roll the anchovies in the onions and make it like an hors d'oeuvre. And I set it up for myself so it's all rolled and nice, and it's not a lot of calories in that and all the flavor. And the interesting thing is that what you'll find on LA Weight Loss is that there is no food group off limits. Yes, fruits and vegetables, that's a given. But how about bread? You can eat bread on LA Weight Loss. Do you know that you can eat at some of the best restaurants? Like, don't you love going to Olive Garden? Oh, sure. Don't you love going to the Cheesecake Factory? Don't you love going to some of your, you know, McDonald's, Burger King? I mean, come on. How can you avoid those places? You don't have to on LA Weight Loss. Find out what millions of people already know. My weight has been off for over a year, and I've managed to keep it off. Thank you so much, LA Weight Loss. Thank you so much for giving me the tools. I'm never gaining it back. I'm never gaining it back. There is no way. The only thing I'll do is either maintain the same or lose that 10 just so that I can, you know, spend like a whole month just eating just everything, pound for pound for pound. But such is life. You know, every day's a struggle when you're thinking about losing weight. Struggle no more. LA Weight Loss, you're eating all the time. 1-800-448-TRIM. You get your one-on-one weight loss counselor. You're good to go. They customize a weight loss program just for you, just with your name on it. Peaches, Diane, Mark, I see you. Nobody wants to see all that. It's time. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. Listen. LA Weight Loss, they work. Who wants to go to Sesame Street Live? It's called Sesame Street Live Super Grover. It's going to be at the Continental Airlines Arena. I'm taking my son. I've got a family 4-pack for you and your kids, too. Or you and your niece and nephews, or you and your girls, because you'll never grow up. Maybe you want to spend a day with Sesame Street Live. Well, I'm not going to question you. But you can call now to win 866-GET-WENDY. 866-GET-WENDY. You pick up the family 4-pack of tickets, and then you go on to qualify to pick up a Sesame Street Live Sesame Street Live beach seats, which is a gift pack that includes a pre-show meet and greet. Oh, imagine that. Oh my gosh, you'll be the hero in your family. You'll be the hero of your block. You take the kids to meet and greet the Sesame Street characters. But it all starts with a phone call, so dial now, 866-GET-WENDY. Dial carefully, and good luck from your friends here at the Wendy Williams Experience and your radio station, 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Shout out to Kim. Kim says, Wendy, I'm with you 1,000%. We're going to make sure Eric Benet's CD flops big time. He knew how big Hallie was when he hooked up with her. He just couldn't deal with her bigness like so many men can't deal with women who are powerful. Why the hell should she have to pay him? He's going to burn in hell just like a CD in January. Good. Good. Are you with me and Kim? And we'll be staying out of the record stores in January. That's all I'm saying. Then our work here is done.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
This just in. Suge Knight's assets have been frozen in a divorce dispute.
Oh.
What's worse than getting shot in the leg? Well, not much. But if you're marrying Suge Knight, having your finances put on ice isn't a lot better. According to the Associated Press people, a California judge added Suge Knight's name as an interested party to a divorce from Lydia and Michael Harris on August 29th. A move. Damn, she's finally divorcing him. She held him down all these years he's been in prison. Finally, she's just like, Lydia's had it. A move that, what does this say? Oh, placed a block on Suge Knight's accounts. He's not even part of it, yet he's been brought into it. Wow. Well, the decision follows just 24 hours after a bone in Suge's leg was shattered by a bullet fired by an unknown gunman at Kanye West party in Miami. And by the way, no new word on that shooting. The Death Row Records head has since been released from the hospital, which we all know. The Monterey County Superior Court Judge Adrian Grover made the ruling to tie Knight to the Harris divorce just 6 months after Lydia Harris was awarded $107 million in damages by a different judge. Oh, bitches paid.
She don't need no man now.
Hell nah. Oh, she's got enough money for batteries for life.
Ooh.
That earlier decision brought an end to the civil proceedings Harris filed against Knight back in 2002. Lydia Harris sued Knight for unpaid royalties and profits, claiming that she was entitled to 50% stake in Death Row Records. Suge had inked a partnership deal with her husband, Michael, during the rap label's infancy. But Michael Harris, and many of us, we already know this part of the story, a convicted drug dealer who's serving 28 years in prison in San Quentin, claims that he's entitled to half of his wife's $107 million judgment. Michael Harris filed for divorce in June when his wife was engaging in the settlement negotiations with Suge.
Oh.
She was trying to settle separately and cut him out of the $107 million. That's what Michael Harris's attorney says. His name is Steve Goldberg, by the way. Whoa! And I know Suge's like, what the hell do I have to do with this? I mean, when they freeze your assets, how do you do stuff? You go in your mattress? Yeah, don't you have a little money in a shoebox somewhere in your house, don't you?
Hopefully. Yeah.
That you're saving for boobs or rims. You know, something that, has nothing to do with household bills and has nothing, don't question me. The new Gucci Croc boots are $15,000 and that's what I want. And I've been saving for the last 2 years. Not me, but I'm just saying, like that's one of those expenditures that your partner might be like, hold up now. Wasn't there just $30,000 in the account yesterday? Why is it down to 15? I got some new boots. I mean, Wow, man. Oh, Suge, I'm sorry to hear about what's happening. Freddie Prinze's new TV show, by the way, is called Freddie, and it debuts on October 15th. Yesterday, I was talking about how Sarah Michelle Gellar, his wife of 13 years, or Gellar, however you say it, his wife of 3 years, has been, doing a lot of cell phone calls and a lot of, who is this woman on the set? Who is this woman on the set? Well, her name is Jacqueline Obradors or something like that. I bad at pronunciations, but she's the hot Latina who used to be on NYPD Blue. She was there for like 3 or 4 years. And now she's on the Freddie Prinze show. And apparently the word is out that possibly something could be going on with them. And so the paparazzi and the WAGs have approached Sarah Michelle Gellar about it. And Sarah Michelle said, I haven't seen anything. So if I don't see it, I don't believe it. And that's the way that goes. In the meantime, Sarah, don't you worry about Jacqueline, honey. Who you need to worry about is Jack.
How you doing?
All right? Because Miss Freddie is a mess. All right?
He's a cute mess, though.
He is cute. Except when he played Freddie in Scooby-Doo and had to go blonde. That was not a good look. Oh, speaking of cute and messes, Jesse Metcalf has a special friend named Steve.
Uh-oh.
Well, according to my friend Perez Hilton, here's the quote. Our very reliable source notes, Steve and Jay are very, and Perez, that capitalizes close, very. They go to the gym together. And they just love getting hot and sweaty, even when they aren't in the gym. Oh, yeah. They shop together for clothes.
Nice shoulders.
They make a beautiful couple, though. Look at them. Jesse Metcalf, from Desperate Housewives.
Wow. Yeah.
Don't they make a good-looking couple?
Very fit.
Yeah. Look at this Steve just grabbing. They make a good-looking couple, right, Steve? Yeah, cute. Did you hear about that ball player? What did that sign say, Goose? I'm sorry. Did you hear about that ball player from the Jets? He used to play for them, Joe Klecko. He accidentally ran over and killed a homeless man on the Major Deacon in the Bronx yesterday.
Easy.
Well, he's 51, and he was behind the wheel of his Chevy Suburban, and he was up at 233rd Street in the Bronx, and he struck a man and his shopping cart. And the homeless man is not identified, but he stayed and waited for the cops, the ball player. He used to play defensive end. And he did the right thing. He stayed, he waited. He played for the Jets, this Joe Klecko, from 1977 to 1988. And he also had a small role in Cannonball Run with Burt Reynolds. But no criminal charges are involved. I mean, he stayed, he waited. It was an honest mistake. All right, everybody, hit the phones up because Advice Hour is coming up next. 866-GET-WENDY. Let me help you navigate your way through your snafu. Thanks.
Wendy, man.
So, Whitney, is there drug use at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. Don't ask me like I'm a child because I'm not a child, Wendy.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Hey, what's up? This is A. Marie, and how you doing?
I can't hear. All right, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. And by the way, the people poll question from yesterday was a 50-50 split. The question is, do you believe in, hiccups. Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you? 50% of you said yes, and 50% said no. Today's people poll question, is your relationship primarily driven by sex? Is it? Is it? Okay, well, you can go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com and answer. They're always yes or no questions. Are we ready over there? Hello?
I was calling because I'm a recent college graduate, and I'm kind of talking to seeing this guy who's not really in college or hasn't gone to college. He has his high school diploma, but he's not really doing the same things I'm doing. And I don't know if I should continue seeing this person or...
Well, I mean, that is an individual's choice. I know when I first got out of college, I was very much an educational snob, although I always had my affection for the boys on the block.
All right.
I swore that that's not how my life was going to end up because I was an educational snob. For some reason, I got out of college. The world owes me everything. Look at me. I'm here. I not only did I graduate from college, but I did it in 4 years. No summer school.
Yeah, me too.
No nothing. So I felt really snobby. Then I got over it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, that's your choice.
Okay.
College does not make you a breadwinner.
That's true.
College does not make you a better person. I mean,
but in the same token, he's not really like doing anything.
Well, you see, that's where it's up to you to analyze what he's doing in his life to make up for the snafu of not going to college. Because that's a snafu. I mean, I believe in higher education and everything like that. But I think that people who are educated tend to make people who aren't educated formally in a higher learning situation feel like somehow we're on a different level than you.
I don't think that at all. But if you're not, you have to have the ambition to make up for the education.
If he's not doing anything, then leave him alone. Because there's tons of people who are successful with no college degree, and there's tons of bums with and without college degrees. So you're gonna have to make that choice on your own. Thank you for calling.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Have a nice day. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. It's Wendy.
I have a question. My fiance and I have been together for 3.5 years, going on 4 in 2 weeks. I just want to know, what would you suggest as far as keeping it interesting and fun and sexy and everything?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
I mean...
we don't have any problems now. I just, you know...
I mean, that's on a couple per couple basis. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. I mean, I could say something corny to you, like dress up, but I got to tell you something. I got a package yesterday, and it was full of underwear that do nothing that cause yeast infections. I mean, I gave them to my sister Nicole. Are you into dress up? Do you think that's really going to hold on to them? Does that keep it fun and sexy? Fine. Leave your panties at home when you wear your dresses and you go out on dates. Have sex any place but the bedroom, at least 3 times a month.
Okay.
Are you having sex 3 times a week?
No. See, I work full time.
I don't care. You need to zhuzh that up. And you know what?
Maybe
And you can do all of the above, and that is not necessarily going to keep him faithful to you or keep you faithful to him. So how to keep it interesting? I don't know. That's a couple per couple basis.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe like a little mini makeover because I have very long hair. So maybe
Yeah. I mean, a makeover's nice.
Okay.
I wish you well.
All right.
So Goose is about to get goosed.
Oh.
By the way, shout out to friend of the show, Ron Artest. He's in the wheelchair classic game today. Always doing something good for the hood. Hey, Ronnie. Dear Wendy, I've been with my jump off for the past 4 years. Now, he has a girlfriend, and I'm very much still single. Obviously, over time, I've developed feelings for him. And the sex is off the hook. And I'm doing the things with him that I've never done with anyone else before. And I'm 28 years old. I'm loving it. He's turned me into a freak. I recently heard through the family circle that he's been talking to one of my cousins and taking her on dates and possibly having sex with her. Thursday, I hooked up with my jump off and I asked him about it and he denied it. Well, Wendy, we ended up having sex again and I'm open all over again. In the back of my mind, I'm still not sure about the situation. So I asked her And by doing that, I had to let her know that we had been doing the do. Well, she denied it also, and she also said that they're friends, and that's that. I know that they're both lying because she's a hoe and he's a freak. Oh. What do I do? Are you checking out the jump off complaining, you all? I'm not even. Are you checking out this trick complaining? You got some damn nerve. Hold on, let me continue. I know that they're both lying. He's a freak, she's a hoe. What do I do? I know I need to leave him alone, but I'm hooked on the good stuff. Should I cut it off and completely lose... should I cut him off completely or lose morality and dignity knowing the situation and continue to sleep with him? Hello, ho? You've lost morality and dignity when you continue to sleep with him after knowing that he's had a girlfriend for the past. Well, and you know what? And a girlfriend is not the same as a wife, and I understand what you're saying. You didn't see a ring on his finger, so why can't you be with him? I understand. But during the 4 years of jumping off, he's done nothing with you other than screw you. Oh. You know what I mean? He hasn't made you the main girlfriend. You're still tipping around town trying to... If there's a woman in a man's life who you got to tip around, then whether that's the wife or the girlfriend, the point is it's not you. And he's not truly yours. So you lost your dignity and morality when you decided to poach 4 years ago. I had the nerve to catch pink feelings. Oh. She's 28. She was 24 when she met him. It's time to step. And how dare you be mad at a man who's already involved because he's hoeing? If he hoed with you, hoe, what would make you think that he wouldn't hoe with somebody else? Check, please. I mean, it disgusts me. Shout out to all the wives and the girlfriends, longtime baby mothers who are still in the relationship and all. Hopefully I repped us proud with that one. Wendy, my name is Kenny, and I'm 26. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, and I have a beautiful girlfriend of 3 years. This weekend, I want to propose to her, and I need some advice on where I should take her to do that. Do you think I should take her to a nice restaurant or somewhere else? Please help me out. Oh, but wait, she's one of your biggest fans. I thought that I'd fax you to ask you. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Kenny's girl. Kenny, you're probably not going to be too enthused by what I'm going to say. Oh. I hate the cornballness of renting hot air balloons and proposing in the sky and doing all this over-the-top stuff. You know what I like, Kenny? I like your idea. Take her to dinner and pull out the ring. Don't put it in the champagne. Don't get crazy with it and put it in the cake. Take her to dinner, pull out the ring. Plain and simple. And let the marriage be the most eventful experience of your life. Because trust and believe, it is work. Oh, there's some fabulous times, but there's some bad times too.
How do you feel about asking the parents for blessing?
What? What are we, Romeo and Juliet?
Oh.
Since when have those people mattered in terms of my particular life? I mean, the core of it.
It's like respect, right?
What?
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me? You all didn't ask me when you got married. No, you know how I feel about that? I feel like if you're down with tradition, then go ahead. A lot of the traditions that we used to honor as a society are absolutely out the window. I catch myself often on this show when I'm talking to myself in my head. I catch myself often saying, putting tradition aside. Like, if I was a guy, why am I going to ask you?
Right.
Are you going to still be taking care of her? Unless she has got a trust fund or, like something crazy like that where you're clearly going to be not just poaching on the daughter, but kind of poaching on the family and the lifestyle and so on and so forth. I mean, I guess what I'm saying superficially is it comes down to the dollar. What's Pops doing? What's Mom's doing? Are they gifting you a house to move into? If, it's... Do you understand what I mean? Do I sound crazy for saying that?
No.
But you take your average people. I don't care what color you are or where you're from. Your average people and a 28, 31-year-old woman, you don't have to ask my father for anything, okay? We stopped that on the last day he finished with tuition. in my case, that's what it was. My parents paid for my college tuition. I didn't work or anything. You know what I mean? And I am not obligated. I am not obligated. My lifestyle's not obligated. It'd be nice if I had your blessing, but I'll either get that at the church or not. You know, Pops. You know. It's more like you call the parents afterwards. Mommy, I got the ring of my life on my finger. You know, or whatever. George asked me to marry him. Put Daddy on the phone. Daddy, I'm getting married. Why? Would you ask a girl's?
I mean, no, I know somebody who did that, so I was wondering how you felt about that. Yeah.
Not necessary.
I actually like your way of just getting it over with. You know.
The world's about to end.
Ooh. You're right.
I hate to say that because I'm the same person who always says to people, why are you having a big wedding? But if that's what you want to do, fine. You know, there's so many other things you could spend your money on. I don't know. You can't really, I mean, I give my opinion because that's what I do. But I also realize that my opinions pour a lot of water on some of the important things in life. Like the girls in the office, Elisa and Nicole, right? So a woman that we know, the three of us recently got married. I know her. I don't know her like that. They're like, Wendy, don't forget to get, you know, the wedding gift. I was like, what? Excuse me? What? Yeah. Who has time for that? Do you see me over here with this pile of papers? All the crap I'm going through? Like, I don't know her like that.
Right. Yeah.
You're supposed to ask me the next question. Were you invited to the wedding?
Were you invited to the wedding?
Yes. Oh. But I don't think I was invited because, you know, we're such great friends. Because we're definitely not. I think I was invited because of this right here.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Right. But you have a limit anyway.
Yeah, $200 or less.
Right, so it don't even matter.
Yes, it does. Excuse me. Every day's a hustle.
Oh.
You better save that dough. The world's about to end. Gas prices going up and everything.
True.
Oh, shoot. Do the shoulder dance. Shout out to everybody at their desk. All righty, everybody. Advice Hour is going to continue. And I appreciate your telephone call. So ring me up and let's get it on.
Wendy, man.
You had a caller call in once and ask, how do you not get crack lip when you chiefing?
Yes.
Tell them to roll a filter up in their stuff and they'll be all right.
Thank you.
Wow.
You welcome.
I mean, they thank you.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
All right, everybody. Shout out to Newark. You know, NJ Pack's got something going on. The J.P. Morgan Chase Sounds of the City. It's a free concert series at 1 Center Street in downtown Newark. It's going to be on Thursday. Okay. And on Thursday, there's also a special fundraiser for the victims of Hurricane Katrina. So to find out more information about this free concert, about the special fundraiser, and all what's going on at NJ Pack, call 888-GO-NJ-PACK. 888-GO-NJ-PACK. And now, Jersey and Tri-State, I want to talk to you about one of my new discovery places, Benjamin Rug and Home. So great. And they're part of the WBLS advertising family. Love that. Shout out to the owner / one of the premier designers at Benjamin Rug and Home. Her name is Stephanie Cohen. She and her husband worked very hard to get this place together. You know, originally, this was a wholesale store, and now it was a wholesale business. And now it's a retail store with wholesale prices. That's what we like, right? Lots of quality, lots of value. The right price for your furniture. What is it that you like? Do you love sleigh beds? Don't you love the look of a sleigh bed? Do you love the look of a post bed with the 4-post to tie your women up? Sumptuous leather, red, black. What color do you want?
Cherry wood.
Well, that's not leather, but if you would like a cherry wood couch, that would be in the traditional section. Traditional or no, that'd probably be more like classic. That'd be upstairs. The upstairs gallery has the classic furniture, and the main floor has traditional and contemporary. I love a bit of everything, but my favorite kind of furniture is contemporary. And I've been to Benjamin Rug and Home, so I know of what I speak. They carry a large variety of stuff, including the Martha Stewart Signature Gallery and, of course, the launch of the Stephanie Cohen Designs collection. Their prices are competitive. I have their address, and I have their telephone number and their business hours. This is like the best thing. If you are tired of getting like cheapy furniture with the pressed wood and a little, lacquer laminate over it, we've all been there, but then it's time to graduate. Real furniture for real homes, and I'm not saying your home's not a real home. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, hell. Look, the point is that there's nice stuff at Benjamin Rug and Home. And did I talk with you about the rugs? Oh, my, to die. Terrific, one-of-a-kind stuff. If you don't like it that way, they can do it this way. Oh, yeah. And by the way, if you don't know how to put it together, but you just know that you need a new look at your house, well, they have an interior design service. I'm telling you, this place is great. I'm using them. Benjamin Rug and Home, 20 Meadowlands Parkway. Call 201-617-9000. 201-617-9000. The prices are right. Like I told you, they used to be a retail store, or a wholesale store. Now they are doing retail with wholesale prices. 201-617-9000. 20 Meadowlands Parkway. Right there in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's called Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. Thank you. What is today? Tuesday?
Yes.
Tomorrow night is the Laugh Factory with the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. Thursday night, the Shadow Night Club is free. If it's free, it's for you. It's elbow to elbow every Thursday night. And every Friday night throughout the fall, it's Free Fall Fridays. Wow. Free Fall Fridays. Exactly. For the rest of September into October. And I would imagine the first Friday or two into November. Yeah. Exactly.
Free.
It's crazy at the Shadow. I don't know how they make money, but they manage.
Yeah. Water is like $15.
Yeah, you pay exactly $15 for Poland Springs. We love you, Shadow, baby. All right, everybody, keep it here. It's the Wendy Williams Experience till 7 on 107.5 WBLS.
We're broadcasting live. It's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
What up? You already know what it is. This your man, Carl Payne, better known as Coley Cole from The Martin Show, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
What's up? This is Brenda K-Star. How you doing? How you doing? Sound like a question? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? This is Brenda K-Star. How you doing? I don't understand. Say it again.
How you doing?
Huh?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? I don't know how to do that. Say it again. How you doing? It's like a question? Okay. What's up? This is Brenda K-Star. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody, and it's still Advice Hour. Don't forget, we've got Twista coming up next hour for the Hour of Truth. Hello?
Wendy?
Yes.
Oh, my God, this is awesome. Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe you remember me. I sent you a fax maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't have you say it on the air, but I work for a very, very popular channel company on West 66, and I told you that I am an assistant there. And I've been trying to get on one of the soaps at this company broadcast. And,
yes, and one of the actors came on to you.
Yes.
And, okay, does everybody remember this? She works at a soap. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was a paid internship that I did last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I spoke to one of the producers, and he said, yeah, there should be no problem. We'll call in a couple of days, and we'll give you some more extra work. I haven't heard from them since. So basically, I called yesterday and today, and I haven't gotten a phone call back. And that's not really like him, because whenever I call, he usually calls me right back. So I'm wondering if, because I was so firm on my decision of not engaging in any kind of sexual activity with the actor, if the actor really did say what he was threatening to do, and now I'm out of basically pursuing the dream that I really had of being on this soap. So I don't know what do you think I should do?
That's a 50-50. I mean, there's nothing you can do because you came off of a paid internship. And, you know, while interns are people too, you really have no voice in the show. So there's really nothing you could do except for learn from the situation and move on.
I mean, I feel really cheated. It's really it's a man's world out there. And I really feel, I mean, like when I was working there, they were like, oh, you know, we'll get a couple more extra jobs. You can audition for an upcoming role. It's going to be 6 months, maybe permanent. Yeah. And because I wasn't willing to basically get on my break out the knee pads, you know?
With this married actor.
Yes, he's like the biggest scumbag I've ever met. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I feel a little cheated, and I feel like I don't think he should get away with that, and I really can't call him out on it because, I mean, who are they going to believe, him or me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? This is one of those cases where, you know, lesson learned, and you want to know what? It probably won't be the last time, being that, you know, you're delving into the world of being an actress, and that casting couch is notorious. And, you know, did you tape yourself on TV?
I'm sorry? I've been on 3 episodes.
Okay, so you got to tape some of your work. You know, I would just start shopping elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I just wanted to let you know I am an avid listener of the show. I have my headphones at my cubicle every day. My boss yells at me all the time, but as soon as he walks away, I put them right back on. And I just want to tell Art, how are you doing?
Thank you so much, honey. Have a good day.
Have a good one. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll take another one. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
And it's Advice Hour.
Hi. I want to find out some information. You remember, maybe it was a month or 2 ago, you had a lawyer on your show?
Yes.
Talking about child support?
Yes.
She was based out of Laurelton, Queens?
Yes.
Do you remember her name? Do you have it on hand and her number?
Yes. Hold on for one moment, okay? Okay, hold on, and we'll take another call while she's on hold. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hello? 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 Hello, hi, it's Wendy. Hello? Hello? Yes?
You know what? I just want to ask a question. I don't want to do advice. I want to know what's the name of that caterer, Shawnee Caterer, and how do I get in touch with her?
Cater by Shawnee. You know what? Give me a moment, and I'm going to give you the exact website. I think it's caterbyshawnee.com. You know what? Keep listening, and I'll get that for you. Hey, Stephanie, I need 2 things. The lawyer from Laurelton's name and Shawnee's address, and I'll take another phone call. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Yes.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you? It's Advice Hour.
Okay, I need some advice.
Okay.
I've been together with my husband for 6 years. We've been dating for 6, we've been married for 3, and he has not reached his potential business-wise. It's like he can't get his business together.
Yeah. Now, he works for himself?
No, he works for a company.
Okay. And do you have children?
No children.
You thinking about bouncing?
I want a divorce because I'm sick of it. I feel that he can do much better than what he's doing.
Well, I mean, you know, there's something to be said for a woman who stands by her husband and supports him. However, does he do displaced aggression on you? In other words, he's frustrated with his job, so now he's meaner at home?
No. He's still the same sweet person. I just feel that he can do better than what he's doing.
And what does he feel?
He feels that he can, but he's not. To me, he's just not getting out there and getting it.
He's not as motivated. You know, there are people in life who are satisfied, and I'm just giving an example. There are people in life who are satisfied making $50,000 a year. You know, depending on where you live, that could be enough to pay your rent. They don't want to be a homeowner. You know, buy their food, go to the movies, and rent DVDs. There are actually full-blown adults who don't want it all. God bless them. Yeah. Your husband sounds like a settler, you know? And so where was this knowledge on your part when you guys were dating for 3 years? Did he seem like a settler then?
No, I should have just really paid more attention to things than I do now. It's like I can see things clearer now than I could then.
Look, I understand what you're saying, and as sweet as he is, as far as I'm concerned, being married to a settler is grounds for divorce, especially if you have no kids, because this will be the same person who's not bringing in enough money when the kids come.
Right.
And you will constantly be disgusted with him.
Right.
So you gonna divorce?
I want to, but he won't. He's telling me, well, go ahead and file. But I'm like...
Another thing that a settler does.
Yeah.
Not motivated to even, you know what I mean? So go ahead and file.
Well, he told me to file, but I don't want to waste money because I know he's not going to sign off on it. I'm like, why should I waste money when you won't leave? I'm asking you to leave.
My
gross to get paperwork first.
My gross ex-husband, and this went down almost 10 years ago, of 5 months, wouldn't sign off on divorce papers either. But you know what ended up happening? I showed up at court. He didn't. The judge saw how motivated I was. It was a done deal.
Oh, okay.
Don't let his lack of motivation keep you stuck on stupid.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. I meant of almost 15 years. In the meantime, Shawnee Caterer, her website is caterbyShawnee.com. You spell Shawnee SHAWNEE. And she's got a telephone number, 646 in New York City, 354-3214. We love Shawnee Caterer here, caterbyShawnee.com. And the attorney in Queens who handles domestic situations, primarily with the children in court, Kathy Middleton. Kathy with a C. Kathy Middleton. She's at 718-528-7274. Keep it here. Twista's coming up.
Wendy, man.
I have a boyfriend, and I've been with him for maybe a little over 3 years, and he just now told me that he has a child out there somewhere that may be like 5 or 6 years old.
It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Shout out to Franco, Skinny White Boy. Thank you, Franco, for sending me this week's new releases. Pussycat Dolls, Smith & Wesson. They got a new CD out called Reloaded. Damian Marley. Charlie Wilson's new CD is in stores today. And also Selena Johnson. And for you LL Cool J fans, he's going to be on the season premiere of House, which stars Omar Epps tonight at 9 p.m. on Fox. And, you know what? I have a listener who needs your help. If you're familiar with gastric bypass or the band, she wants to know which is better, gastric bypass or the band, because she's gained an inordinate amount of weight and there is no diet that can contain her anymore. She's got to do something drastic. So which is better in your perspective? I know there's tons of people out there listening who are familiar with either or, gastric bypass or the band. Shout out to Nia Ili, the Nutty Dread Girl. She says, Wendy, I'm a backpacker, jazz and reggae loving, incense and candle making dreadlock sister, and I love your show. Even a socially conscious sister like me needs a little entertainment and celebrity gossip. Hell, I even watched the Tyra Banks show. I enjoy looking fabulous as the next sister. Well, thank you, Nia. And shout out to the Pine Sol family. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Pine Sol, you know when you walk in your house and it's Pine Sol clean? Love that. Pine Sol has a banner on the Wendy Williams Experience website. Is that our guest out there? Oh, this is my first time meeting Twista. Hello. How are you? Pardon the smell. I had anchovies and onions with my lunch. Hi. Pardon me with the big booty seat with no thing right there. Yeah, you know. All right. Well, here you are with the Ice Cube T-shirt.
Yeah, you did.
Is your microphone on? Goose, is his mic on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our first time meeting, Mr. Chi-Town.
What's happening?
Everybody Twista's from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
In case you're not familiar. And furthermore, Twista, when you did that song with Jamie Foxx and Kanye, were the three of you in the studio together?
Actually, no, we wasn't. Me and Kanye did a lot of work on it together, but Jamie came in afterwards and did his thing.
Yeah. You know, as the teeth go, your teeth are really attractive.
Thank you.
You know, as the metal mouth thing goes, they're nice.
Thank you.
They look nice.
You gotta have the right mouth. You know, there's some crazy mouth people got teeth in there. You know,
it looks nice. You got the full row down at the bottom done. Let me see. Yeah, they look nice. Thank you. So you got your teeth removed to do that?
No, actually, you got to get them, like, shaped a certain way.
Oh, you got them filed and stuff?
Yeah, you got to get them filed. You know, get you a good dentist. Don't go to a ghetto dentist.
At any given point, was there any nerve exposure?
Oh. Nah, not really. Not when you get them like this. Only when you get your tooth pulled or something.
Yeah.
So I was cool.
Yeah, so, did you ever date the brat, by the way? Twista's here.
No, that's my homegirl. Okay. You know, she from Chicago. She from the west side of Chicago, so we hung out a lot.
Ironically enough, I didn't believe that either. But did you know that rumor was out there?
No, is this my first time here? You heard that before?
Well, welcome to the Wendy Williams experience where it all goes down.
Man.
Do you ghostwrite for other people, or have you ghostwritten in the past?
Yeah, I do that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like Puffy.
Uh-huh.
Usually, some artists I work with are good artists that don't even need it, but they may want to like come closer to my style, so I may help them with like a little style. So usually, man, a lot of artists. I can't even think of none right off top though. Like Puffy. Who else? Just a few different ones.
Twista needs headphones because I'm going to request that he freestyle with the. By the way, because your style is very 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 fast. Can you flip your tongue? Let me say, ladies. Can you flip your tongue? No, flip it like this.
Flip it. No, I can't.
Why can I flip my tongue but he can't flip his?
Try. I can't do that. Huh? I'm trying it. I just ain't.
Can you roll your tongue? Look.
I can do that.
Do it. Okay, there you go. A little something. Let's give Twista a music vet. I want to hear him do this. Come on, put your headphones on. This is me knocking on my head. This is my own little, I made this up.
Uh-oh, that's the jam. I don't know if I can do it today because it's like a double time thing. I probably got to do it a cappella or something.
Okay, do it a cappella. I was just trying to show off that I know how to knock on my head.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Twista.
Let me see, what can I do for him? That's a little.
I don't know. It's a freestyle. I'm Wendy. That's Art. That's Goose. We're in New York City.
You can't do no freestyles double time. Freestyles come out like regular words. Them double time lyrics, you got to write them down.
Yeah, you do.
So you
I would imagine.
Let me see.
You can't do it. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah,
I'll give you one before it's over.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I don't want to drain you. I know that you have a big Hurricane Katrina concert coming up.
Uh-huh.
Now, what is the date of that show? That's going to be in Chicago. You're doing the work for the people. We love that, Twista.
I mean, that's something I really, really had to do because I felt close to a lot of people and things that was going on down there because, I've been down there, doing a lot of promotions. That was like one of my biggest markets and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time down there. So, man, we had to come right back with the benefit concert. Me and every artist and everybody that can do something should do something. So I just jumped right on it.
That's right. And who's part of this concert?
Really, I got all the Chicago artists that's going to jump down. Mm-hmm. New artists that's coming out like Bump J. I got artists like Crucial Conflict and Do or Die.
Uh-huh.
Atlantic artists, I called on them to come down if they can't come down and just, do something, donate something.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty big. We're going to get it cracking for the people.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Hip-hop does have heart, and people have stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, they don't know, man. It's grown men in hip-hop now. These brothers got kids and families and stuff now.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, for sure.
How many? 3. And is that 3 babies' mothers?
Yeah.
See, why do I go for the 3 babies' mothers first? You know what? It's just, a lot of you all artists tend to spread your seeds. See, I should have said, is that one baby's mother and are you with her? The Twista's giving me the look like, bitch.
No, I'm tripping because, men spread their seeds. Some of them just get famous. And everybody find out about it.
Well, that's true indeed, God. Now, look, how old are your kids?
My oldest is 10.
Mm-hmm. So, you've been at it for a minute. And how old is the second and then the youngest?
They in there. They in there. Well, I don't want to get all detailed about all that stuff right there.
Are you?
You finna suck me off up in there. I don't want to be off up in there. My album coming out October 1st, though, and it's called The Day After.
The Day After. We got that.
Ain't it, man?
So, are you with any of the babies' mothers now? Are you one of your girlfriends?
You flipped it right back to that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't even care about none of that stuff. You just care about.
But you know what? Ironically enough, things like this help sell the music. Do you know what I'm saying? It's disgusting to think, but people want to know more about Julia Roberts in order to go see her movies. Jennifer Lopez, you Twista.
I'm a hustler too, though. I save a little and try other things to make money. I don't put my whole booty out there for it. I let you see half a cheek, but you can't see the whole.
I like you. So who are the speed knot mobsters? You too. Yeah. All right. Hi, fellas.
What's happening? New brothers with baby mamas coming out in the 06.
Okay. How many babies mothers do you have?
I got 1.
And you?
I got 1.
All right. Very nice. Now explain to everybody who these guys are and how are they in relation to you.
we just crew. You know, we've been together hanging in Chicago for a long time. I've been solo like for a long time, like before I met these guys.
Right.
So once we met, we just jumped down and started doing music together. And man, you know, I feel like they represent the harder edge of Chicago and the harder edge of what I bring. So, you know, every time Twista do an album, like when I came out with Adrenaline Rush, we came right out with Mob Stability. And, you know, this time we coming out with The Day After, so we coming right back into 06 with Mob Stability 2, Nation Business. That thing.
These guys are on your CD as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, who else is on your CD? The new CD's from Twista, October 4th, The Day After is what it's called.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's on it?
Man, I got some people on that this time. I got the Neptunes on there. You know, 2 tracks from the Neptunes. I brought Jamie back on the album. He doing this thing on there on the song called Get You Home. I got Mariah Carey on the album.
Nice. Were you guys in the studio together? I love Mariah.
Actually, we didn't get a chance to work in the studio together.
Yeah.
She was busy. I was busy.
How much does it cost for Twista to get Mariah on the album?
Actually, I did a song for her album and she did a song for my album.
In even exchange?
Maybe I gave up a little something. I don't know. You know how that goes. She's bigger than me.
Yeah.
I works it out and get it done, though. I don't dwell on that. I get that done.
I hear that. I hear that.
She cool peoples, though, so, you know, that's all you need.
Yeah, I like her. So while you don't have on your rock chain today, I have seen you with the rock chain.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you closer with, Dame or Jay?
Actually, both. Usually when I kick it with them, I'm never kicking it with both of them anyway.
Okay.
So I got a relationship with Jay and a different one with Dame, and both of them cool.
Yeah.
They both show me love.
Yeah. And that's all you can expect.
Yeah. You know.
So you still actually live in Chicago, or you transplanted and you live elsewhere?
Man, I travel around, but I stay in Chicago. I can't leave.
Yeah. And is that where your 3 babies' moms live?
Huh? How we get back on that? They stay where they want to stay. I don't care about none of that there.
Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience, Twista. Well, in terms of your family, are you? Is your mom still around to see all this go down for you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mama chilling, doing her thing. She be happy when she see me on TV and stuff like that.
Living differently than she did when you first started?
Yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
Sure.
Is your father around?
Nah. He's still alive, but he's just not around.
Yeah.
He's somewhat chilling.
Yeah. Like, do you see him maybe once a year, once a month? Do you talk to him on the phone?
Like once every few years, we'll talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, we not real close. I don't hate him or nothing either.
Yeah.
I just don't see him that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. That ain't nothing.
Are your eyes getting watery?
Huh? No, you think I'm about to cry or something? No, they just probably a little glossy or something.
Oh. Do you know Dro?
Yeah. We hung out a few times.
All right. Oh, man. So while you're here in New York, what will you be up to? You're around promoting your CD, Twista. Are you shopping?
Yeah, we shopping a little bit. I ain't went nowhere yet, but
yeah,
we got to get into something, you know, keep fresh. Because New York got all the gear. Y'all get everything first.
And 24 hours a day, too. It's the only place where you can buy the fresh to death at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we get it and go back to Chicago and sell it for more than it costs. Hustlers.
I got a lot of listeners who listen in Chicago on the web. I've got that market targeted in my mind. I love your city. I would love to be on the radio there. I love your city. Yeah,
you need to be in somewhere like Chicago. They crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I've been out there to visit quite a few times. You know, on book tour and stuff. And actually, quite a few, twice. But I had a great time both times. I dig that city a lot. And everybody that I've met, all the artists that I've met from Chicago, you all are really cool. I mean, you know, R. Kelly's got that thing, and I believe he's guilty of that thing. But you know, aside from that, like, I love Common. I love you. Don't you love him, Art?
Yeah, he's cool.
I mean,
thank you.
Yeah.
You dig? Yeah, I be chilling. I don't be on nothing. You know.
And I love you guys, the Speed Not Mobsters.
It's love for you too.
Yeah. Twista's new CD comes out, everybody, October 4th. It's called The Day After. His current single is called Girl Tonight. That features Trey Songz.
Right.
The hottest new thing going in the R&B. And that's a sample from Ready for the World Tonight. How much did you pay for that?
A lot. Almost all of it. Man.
Between Mariah Carey and Ready for the World, you're tapped out.
No, I ain't tapped out. I told you I worked it out. You know, you take a hit in some places, then some places you do the hitting. That's
right.
all.
That's right. So now your kids, are they? Your 10-year-old is in the realm of understanding what Twista is, knowing the songs and all like that. So you got a lot to uphold. Oh,
I
damn.
mean, definitely. I gotta, play my part. She know I do my thing, though. I'm just basically out here trying to get it cracking for her. That's all.
All right, everybody, support this man's CD, October 4th. It's called The Day After. Twista, my man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Wendy.
It's Wendy, man. I just found out this morning that my supervisor's pregnant.
Damn you, I told you not to do it.
Should I tell my wife what's up?
Plan on a divorce. And as for your job, put that where? Back there.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS.
What was Twista rushing off to anyway? He hot-tailed it out of here, boy. Anyway, everybody. Okay, it's WBLS. Home of the Steve Harvey Morning Show beginning Monday. Oh, wait, what day is that? I don't know. September 19th. Is that a Monday? Oh, that's the premiere day of Oprah, too. Oh, Monday is a big day for the universe. Oprah premieres with the Hermes Birkin bag episode. Actually, it wasn't about the bag. It was about the store. You remember. And then Steve Harvey starts here. Okay. Shout out to everybody in Stamford, Connecticut. You can join Bob Lee this coming Saturday for the WBLS live broadcast at Cafe Bahia. Cafe Bahia is located at 320 Greenwich Avenue in Connecticut. It's an adult nightclub. It's going to be fabulous. On Saturday night, Bob Lee is going to be there to make sure the WBLS broadcast goes down in royal style. Speaking of royal, this hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is being sponsored by Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean Cruises. The holiday is just around the corner. What are you planning to do? Think Royal Caribbean. And caller number 10 on the telephones right now is going to get passes for Sesame Street Live. Super Grover. Oh, yeah. It's going to be at the Continental Airlines Arena, September 14th through 17th. That's this coming weekend, everybody. And take the kids. I've got a family 4-pack for you if you'd like to go. And then you go on to qualify for a Sesame Street Live beach seat gift certificate. Gift. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's one of those little seats for the kids that you sit on the beach, or maybe it's something else. I don't know. All I know is that you win the passes, you go on to qualify for it. Plus, you also qualify for a meet and greet before the show. So dial now at 866-GET-WENDY, and good luck with that. And now it's time for me to also speak with you about a new place that I discovered that is part of the WBLS advertising family. It's called Benjamin Rug and Home. Fabulous. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports is located in Secaucus, New Jersey. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I mean, when I went there, like I'm redoing, I got wall hangings, floor coverings, and furniture. They have it all. I mean, terrific. This place was originally a wholesale store, and now it's a retail store with wholesale prices. Yes, the prices are right. The furniture is fabulous. They even carry the Martha Stewart Signature Gallery. Now, I know what you're thinking. Martha Stewart, Kmart, Martha Stewart, the magazine. No. Martha Stewart Signature Gallery collection is up here with prices right. You know why the prices are right? Because Martha Stewart Signature Gallery is featured at where? Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. Originally a wholesale store, now a retail store with wholesale prices. Come on. Plus, they feature Stephanie Cohen Designs. Do you know who Stephanie Cohen is? Oh, go to the store. You can meet her. She happens to also own the store, she and her husband. Hey, Steph. They don't have a website set up quite yet. You are in on the ground floor of the next big thing in furniture in Secaucus, New Jersey, 20 Meadowlands Parkway. I'm going to give you the telephone number. This is the place where it's safe to say Wendy told me to call because I've been there and done my selection. I know of what I'm talking. 201-617-9000. The furniture is terrific. The wall tchotchkes are terrific. And guess what? They specialize also in all kinds of rugs. Import. They also have an in-house rug designer. Just terrific. They've got traditional stuff. That's upstairs. They've got, downstairs is traditional and contemporary. And then upstairs, you can take an elevator just in case you need wheelchair friendly. Take the elevator upstairs to the classic gallery. And when I say downstairs, I don't mean like you walk in and you go down 20 steps. I mean, it's at the door. Hello, welcome. And there's the stuff. Terrific. Monday through Friday, they're open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, they're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays, they're open noon to 5 p.m. They are open 7 days a week for your shopping convenience. It's called Benjamin Rug and Home Imports in Secaucus, New Jersey. 201-617-9000. And you tell them that Wendy Williams sent you from 107.5 WBLS. Don't forget.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Today's People Poll question is, do you attend church regularly? Regularly, in my opinion, is 3 times a month. Do you attend church regularly? Not once a year or whatever. Now, there are 5 people in the room. Who in this room attends church regularly? Oh, ain't no good gonna come to us. Nobody in the room. Who attends church once a month? Who attends church once a quarter? Who attends church on Easter Sunday? One person. Who attends church on New Year's Eve? Nobody. I love the nightlife. It's a shame. Who attends church when somebody dies?
I do.
What about when somebody gets married?
Oh, yeah. Want to get free dinners in the basement. I'm there all the time. Fried chicken and greens and macaroni and cheese, please. Church got the best dinners, $5 a plate. I like that lemonade too to go with it. Make your finger looking good. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. He's a jealous God. Hallelujah. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready to have church again. I'm ready to have church again. All right.
I'm stepping out of this one.
You call it with the blood of Jesus. You keep the blood of Jesus.
Watch all the equipment short out.
We're going to get shocked by it. I'm not touching another thing in here. I'm keeping my rubber soles on the floor. Now watch my car be the one to careen off the West Side damn highway.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
I'm gay. I'm a homo. I like guys.
Ooh, how you doing?
It's the Wendy Williams Experience. I really enjoyed meeting Twista. I started to get a little antsy when I talked about the kids and whatnot. I figured we could talk behind the scenes then, or once he left, about... Did he have an ex-wife? Not a girlfriend, but an ex-wife of the 10-year-old who was on Celebrity Justice for not paying child support? Well, damn you, Mel. Mel sent the facts like 25 minutes late. When you all hear somebody's coming up on the show, do you mind cooperating? If there's something that I'm supposed to be saying, He's a hustler, homie. He's a hustler. Tyra Banks, Pam saw Tyra Banks' show, and Tyra Banks, Pam thinks that the show will last. She says, but that was a definite Oprah moment when she got on the show yesterday and said, yes, it's my first show, yes. Exactly. That's carbon copy, Oprah. Carbon copy. I'm trying to figure out if Tyra Banks has an original thought. I didn't get one yesterday. It appeared to me like that was it appears so far that that's a very contrived show, and it doesn't seem to be her unless she really is that corny. Is she really that corny? Well, please, if she helps out with America's Next Top Model, I mean, she's got her name on it, and I believe in my mind that she's down with all the handpicking of what goes on there. I don't know. I just think that the talk show is going to throw the whack juice on America's Next Top Model, too, which I don't think that many people watch anymore anyway. Michael Jackson did recruit some people to be in that song. Remember, we were talking about it and saying, well, who the hell was going to be associated with Michael now? Snoop, Jay-Z, James Brown, Mariah Carey, Lenny Kravitz, Wyclef, Lauren. Well, Wyclef and Lauren are there. You know what that's about. Get another moment to go on the road together. Just joking. Missy Elliott, Sierra. Well, you know what that's about. They want another moment to go on the road together, too. Oh. Just joking. Sorry, Eva. Babyface is part of it. Yolanda Adams, R. Kelly. R. Kelly and Michael Jackson in the same damn studio. Everybody stand back. That studio will get struck by lightning. Mary J. Blige and the OJs, too. All right, so they're all getting together on Michael Jackson's concept idea to raise money for the victims of Hurricane Katrina. And of course, we remember We Are the World, We Are the People. That raised over $60 million for African famine relief back in the mid-'80s. So why not try it this time around with the Katrina devastation song? And it's tentatively called From the Bottom of My Heart. And it's the brainchild of Michael Jackson. Does this change your opinion about Michael Jackson? No. Okay. No matter what you do and who you surround yourself by, as long as we think little boys, we think ill. Like it's spelled sometimes on the fax machine, ILL. So cute. People say ill. Ill. Congratulations to Heidi Klum and Seal. The baby is here. She just had the baby. She's 32. They already have a daughter that is like 18 months old. And now she's having her kids close together, which is great. They'll have each other to keep company and play and stuff. So she wed Seal in May. And, now they have the baby. No jokes beyond that. I like them as a couple. I do. And I find him attractive in a very odd kind of way. So the Olsen twins, man, these girls. All right, so here's what they're doing. They need twin boys to do the same thing for boys fashion at Walmart as what the Olsen twins are doing for girls fashion at Walmart. The twins' names are Cole and Dylan Sprouse. They are the male version of the teen franchise for girls. And here's what Ashley says. My sister and I started the whole tween empire. I definitely see the potential for the boys to do this sort of thing. The twins are 13 years old, everybody, and they shared a role in Adam Sandler's movie, Big Daddy. They played the son Julian back and forth, each of them. Their brand is going to be called DC Sprouse, because one's name is Dylan and one's name is Cole. And they're going to be the faces of the boys division, including CDs, DVDs, and other merchandise. And guess who's going to be at the top of this getting all the money? Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen with their Dual Star Entertainment. I hear that. Pimp them, boys. Pimp them. Eminem donated $200,000 from his shady clothing line to Katrina. Now, you questioned Puffy and Jay-Z and $500,000, like, all that money they were, why didn't they do more? Some people did. My thing is giving is giving. And so Eminem's doing $200,000. And Usher is claiming that Kanye West, you've heard about this already, right? Pointed the wrong finger of blame when he pointed at President Bush, accusing him of being racist during the telethon. Usher says, here's his quote, I wasn't mad at Kanye's statement. That's his opinion, but it's obviously not the opportunity or time to poke fun or point blame. This is an opportunity where we all need to come together and help the Gulf region. You know what? I just want something to be done for the people. I'm sorry that Montel's going down there. I think that there are a plethora of celebrities right now, like with their camera crews, just all in, when in actuality, the money that you're sending, that you're paying for the camera crew and everything like that, in addition to whatever personal check that you wrote, add what it would cost from the camera crew, for the camera crew to be there, and your lodging and the helicopter and whatever, and just write another check. And you know what? Maybe sponsor a direct family. Don't you love the idea of sponsoring direct families? I mean, I know we did our Wendy Williams Experience Radio-thon, and it benefited the American Red Cross, but you want to know what? I love the idea of people sponsoring families, and I don't know how you get involved with that. I know that there are quite a bit of people out in Hollywood doing that because they have the financial means to not just bring a family up here, but not have the family live right there in the house. They can live like on the property, maybe in the gatehouse or in one of the many houses. But I love that idea of sponsoring a family. Anyway, so Garrett Morris, everybody, wishes that he could do more for the hurricane. This is, he's from New Orleans. Garrett Morris, baseball has been very, very good to me. Saturday Night Live, the original episodes. Okay. Anyway, he says, man, I wish I was rich. I wish I had Eddie Murphy or Will Smith kind of money because I'd give away millions to help my people in New Orleans. That's all I could afford. $1,000 he gave to the American Red Cross. He says, that's all I can afford right now. And he's also from the 9th Ward, which is being hailed as, the infamous, 9th Ward. He says, the hood back then was just as poor as it is now, but there weren't any drugs and killings like today. I hate how now everybody's acting like the 9th Ward ain't nothing but a hellhole, which ain't true. There was a lot of love out of the 9th Ward. I'll continue with more. Garrett Morris. We'll talk BET, Shirley Ralph, Dave Chappelle, and more. Keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. George Bush doesn't care about black people.
The Wendy. Did you catch this flashback?
Shout out to everybody on the Wendy Williams Experience Radio Network. Thank you so much for making concessions in your... What the hell is wrong with you? You quit? Are you going home? Wow. Art, I know you hear me in the hall. Call me as soon as I get in my car tonight. I don't have anything to say. I'm already stressed out, okay? There are people going through it down south. We're trying to get this thing together. I really don't have time for the whatever the hell is going. What? We have to deal with this after the a-thon, and I expect all hands to be on deck and helping out that day of the a-thon. And anybody who tries to get in the way is going to get rolled over. And I'm not talking about Art. Art, don't leave. Just stay in the office and help out. And I'll be back there to conference with you in between the breaks. Why does he have to get so violent, though, when he gets mad?
This thing's nervous.
Yeah, but what? You saw what he did. He slid his chair back, slammed it into the wall, grabbed his stuff, and left. Right in the middle of a mic break. We have our guest getting ready to come in. She's standing at the door and she's like, ooh.
She ain't coming in now.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number one.
Earlier today, she talked to radio host Wendy Williams.
Dateline's Hoda Kotb talks with New York radio DJ Wendy Williams.
Earlier this year on Wendy Williams' New York radio show.
Wendy Williams is a national syndicated radio personality.
Jimmy's guest tonight, Wendy Williams.
Why is Wendy Williams fast becoming the queen of all media?
She made her mark making celebrities extremely uncomfortable on her popular New York radio show. She's got a TV show on VH1. Please welcome troublemaker Wendy Williams.
Oh, my Lord. Am I ready for this day?
That was the most erratic, weird interview I'd ever heard.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Oh, welcome everybody to the bonus hour. Happy birthday, sweetheart. If you're celebrating your birthday today, you're celebrating with Tavis Smiley, one of the most eligible men around. He's 41. Nell Carter from Give Me a Break. She was born in 1948. How old is she today? I can't do the math and talk. Somebody do the math. Why are you all looking? Steve, you've got a pen and paper in your hand. Oh my gosh, she's 57. How old is she?
I don't want to say.
57.
57? Okay.
Studio.
And Ray Charles was born in 1918. So how old?
Deceased.
Nell's deceased. Oh, thank you.
I thought you knew that, yeah. I thought
I can't keep track
Oh.
of everything. Thank you, whoever that was who just called behind the scenes. Ray Charles
87.
would have been 87 today. Thank you. Well, everybody, heavily armed paramilitary mercenaries from the Blackwater private security firm. Now, this firm is infamous for their work in Iraq, and they are now openly patrolling the streets in New Orleans. It is going down. Some of the mercenaries say that they've been deputized by the Louisiana governor, and they wear their gold law enforcement badges on their chest. And they were also contracted, they've been contracted actually by the Department of Homeland Security and given authority to use lethal force if they have to as they walk the streets. The World Music Awards comes on tonight at 9 o'clock. Are you guys watching? I totally forgot about them. But I wouldn't mind seeing Destiny's Child. And I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Mariah Carey, of course. If you can just tell me what time they come on, then I can, tune out and then tune back in.
Destiny Open. Right.
Destiny opens? So right at 9 o'clock, I have Puncock. Okay. And Mariah probably closes. Or somewhere near there. They want to drag you through. Okay, Destiny opens. Thank you, Steve. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Steve knows.
Steve does know, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
How you doing?
That damn Maury Povich, he's renewed his contract for that damn talk show for another bunch of years. The financial terms and the exact length are kept confidential. That's because they don't want us to gag. Because the length of the contract is probably another 5 years. That show is so over.
The paternity tests are legendary, though.
They are. I secretly miss Ricky Lake. Okay, I've said it. That's it. And I'm wondering why, Montel. Why? Sally Jesse stayed about 5 years too long. Steve, you've been sitting in here the whole time. You missed Tyra Banks' show at 5 o'clock. For the second day. Look at this.
You're supposed to remind me.
Steve, I can't do everything. Nell Carter's dead. I got a radio show. And please don't forget, I can't remember everything. And to pick up eggs, milk, and Wonder Bread at ShopRite on my way home.
Is it really that important, though?
Well, yes. Well, how's my son going to have lunch at school? Oh, the Tyra show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't remind you.
It's okay. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Are you going to be here tomorrow?
I'll be by TV at 5 tomorrow, so.
Okay. Well, maybe as opposed to working studio duty tomorrow, if you happen to be here at the show, you work office duty. That way you could sit on the couch and watch the Tyra show.
I could do that. Mm-hmm.
I want to hear your opinion.
I'll give it to you.
I know you will.
I could give you a full opinion on Tuesday of Oprah and a whole week of worth of Tyra.
Oh, yeah.
After the Monday.
No, but I want to watch the Oprah show myself. I'm going to be back and forth. What?
Why the eyes always got to be all popped up when they talk?
Excuse me. Who is they? Who is they when you say, why do their eyes?
The children.
Are you saying Steve's got gay eyes?
No, I'm saying they trying to the next. I just with the Tyra.
Look at his face.
A bunch of Tyra. A bunch of Tyra's in the house. How you doing?
That's the wide-eyed youthfulness of a young man who's about to embark on the world art.
That's true.
And he's happy to be here in New York like you were. When I said to you, come to New York and let's make magic, you said,
yes, New York, big city of dreams. I was happy to be New York. He's happy, period. It's different. He's unconditionally happy.
You know, he lives in Maryland, so he's been home all summer, so now he's back. The new semester just started.
True.
He's happy to be back.
That's true.
And free.
Oh.
I would imagine. You live at your parents' house? Mm-hmm. Do they know you're gay?
Yes.
I can hide that. Your mother knows?
Yes.
And your father knows?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Are they together?
Yeah.
In the same house?
Yeah.
How does your father deal with you skipping all around?
He's known me for 20 years. It's
okay.
He just knows.
Okay.
He accepts it.
Do you have siblings?
Mm-hmm.
And how old are they?
She's 18.
And does she know? I mean, of course she knows. Is she gay?
Not
I was
yet.
just asking.
No, she's not.
Okay. So you live in a perfect situation. Everybody knows. Everybody accepts.
You have sleepovers?
Yeah, can you bring boyfriends home?
I don't bring boys home, no.
Too much noise.
Oh, hands is working. Watch that.
I'm sorry.
So you have you've got an ideal situation.
I have a
then.
perfect situation.
You're
yeah.
college, which gay or straight, that's a parent's ideal dream for their child. Mm-hmm. You're a nice young man. You keep a nice haircut. You wear your Izod style shirts.
Mm-hmm. Nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
Tight is right.
You don't have tattoos or strange piercings. You're a nice young man.
Exactly.
Clean shaven, mannerable.
But a hole in his booty the size of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, watch that.
I'm sorry. I'm only joking, Steve. This is a comedy.
When your father, did you have to tell your father, or did your father discover?
I told them.
Were they like, duh?
Basically, yeah. I mean, well, it was just like whatever.
Good.
Hmm?
That's Steve, everybody.
Yes.
From the intern corner.
Thank you very much.
And this is his second time around. Because his internship was over and resurrected. Because when we like you, we resurrect you. We just say, come back when you can. Yeah. So, hello.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Welcome to the bonus hour.
Thanks. I wanted to ask you something. I have a friend who lives in Chicago, and he's a pretty good friend of mine. Have you ever heard of Benny Medina being How You Doing?
Oh, legendary.
Yeah, so it's like for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're asking me, have I ever seen him partaking? No, I haven't.
No, I wouldn't. No,
Why are you so urgent?
Because he was talking to me about it, and there was something just iffy about it, so I wasn't sure if I should believe him, but I thought I would ask the source. You?
Well, yeah, that is the word.
All right. Thanks, Wen.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hey.
How you doing?
Fine. How you doing?
I'm good. Listen, what do you do in a situation? My 15-year-old told me he is absolutely positively not interested in school and he doesn't want to go back. And he got busted with a $5 bag of marijuana in high school his second day of school. Yeah, I'm up against a wall. I'm a single mother who runs a business and I'm holding it down the right way. And my son wants nothing to do with a good life.
I wouldn't give him a choice. He doesn't have a choice. He's 15. He lives under your roof. He goes to school. You work. Kids go to school.
This is what I'm saying. I'm like, but once they leave your house, then what, Wendy? They leave. They gotta leave at 7:30. He leaves the house at 7:30.
Well,
I call a guidance counselor. I'm like, yo, what's going on? You know, I'm the kind of mother. I'm involved. I sat down with him last night, did his essay, did his homework with him.
Damn.
And today I get a phone call from school from security. You know, your son is up here. You know, I'm only looking down because I know what kind of mother you are. He's up here and I got a $5 bag of weed that just came out of his pocket. I'm not going to give it to the school. I'm going to bring it and give it to you because if I give it to the school, then he's going to jail.
Yeah. Damn.
What do you do? His father don't want him because his father's wife said he can't come live with him no more.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? Positive sister trying to do the right thing. What do you do?
I don't know, ma'am. I don't know.
I'm like ready to take this bat and bust him in his head. Somebody needs to tell me something to do because maybe I'm losing it somewhere and I didn't pick it up somewhere in the book along the line.
All right, what's up with his father's wife? What is the boy just a kind of a bad kid in general? And you?
Well, he's not even so much that he's a bad kid. He's a sheltered kid. Like we come from a family where we went to church and 7 days a week and all of the above. Now he's a little bit older. I let him go to parties and all of this stuff. He's hanging out with the wrong crowd. He wants to do what he thinks he wants to do, and it's not cool. I mean, you should see it. He tried to roll the blunt up. You should see it. I mean, it's like a wreck, piece of rag. I'm like, you don't even know what you're doing.
Oh, Mom, do you?
Excuse me?
Do you?
Do I what?
Do you know how to roll a blunt?
I know how to.
Girl.
Yes, I happen to know how to. Yes.
You know.
No, I'm not indulging, but I mean, I'm aware of what's going on out in the world.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
But you know what? It's easy to say, release the boy to the streets. If he doesn't want to play by your rules, release him to the streets. But that is your baby boy.
I can't do
that. That is your son. I know. Can you talk to him? Can you sit him down and talk to him? Maybe it's the school that he goes to. Maybe it's the environment in which you're raising him. Maybe if he had less access to those people. I mean, would you consider moving for the sake of your baby boy?
Well, I'm not willing to pack up. I mean, I have a house and a business, like I said, so I'm not willing to pack up everything that I have established with my life. However, I am willing to pay for him to go to some kind of school that helps children with these problems.
There you go. Then you need to get on the web. That's good. Behind his back, you talk to his guidance counselor and you find out about military schools and whatnot. And you send that boy away.
So when you go online, Wendy, what do you do? Put in what? Keyword what? Military school? Adolescents? Problem adolescents? I mean, like, can you suggest maybe one of your listeners can suggest a website or something? I'm going to continue listening to you throughout your evening.
Yeah, that's a good idea because I was going to say I don't know what you would do. I don't even know how to log on, I'll be honest with you. But you know what? The listeners are always helpful, Mom. You keep on listening, okay?
Yes.
And I wish you well.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
And she sounds one of those no-nonsense moms who definitely wouldn't be having it. Her son must be a pistol. What? To defy what that woman just said? Hello?
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
Yesterday, remember that woman called in? She said her husband was cheating on her?
Yes.
Okay. You should have told her to start siphoning off some money from their bank account if, like, she's not working. Like, to start taking money out of the household account to have her own nest egg if she's afraid of losing the money to the mistress. And also to get a job if she doesn't have a job.
Tell the daughter to tell the mother that?
Yeah.
Well, I told the daughter, don't even talk to the mother about it. The mother obviously knows that the man is cheating. And that's kind of like grown people's business.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm not for approaching. And she already has full knowledge that her mother knows that her father's cheating on her.
Right.
And if her mother's not going to do anything, I think that the best that the girl can do is work her behind off to be there as the fallout shelter when if the mother ever decides to break free.
Right.
Because the father's the main breadwinner, and if
that's what I'm saying, that the mother should be taking. The daughter, she shouldn't have to depend on the daughter for the daughter to take care of her. But she should start taking out some of the money. Look, she's still in the household.
You know what? I don't want to say that some women are really stupid, but you can read between my lines.
Okay, can I get on to something else?
Yes.
I had a celebrity spotting. I'm a dresser, so for Fashion Week, I've been doing some shows. And yesterday was the L Girl, where Ashanti performed, and I ran into Drew Barrymore, and I dressed Takara. Who is really fun and down to earth.
She is.
Ava Pickford was there. We had a good time. And also, please don't have that homo on your show anymore.
Who?
Steve Lindsay.
That's my
I
man.
know. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying he sounded so damn sexy that I did not even want you to talk.
What?
I was like, Wendy, please shut up so I can hear more of this Steve Lindsay.
Oh.
I was like, can you have a crush on a gay man? Because if you can, then Steve is mine. Is he white? Is he tall? Is he good looking?
You want to know what? You can stare at him. He actually, Steve, she loves you. Steve does hair out of Salon Santa Cruz in Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
And he actually washed my hair earlier today.
Really?
Yeah, he washed it and gave me a fluff. And then I did afterwards.
A fluff?
Well, he hates what I do afterwards because he fluffs, and then I turn my head upside down and I snarl it all up. And he goes, Wendy, I think it's big enough. I said, thank you, Steve. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Because I kept trying to figure out. I came in on the show really late, and I kept hearing his voice, and I was like, oh, who is that man? Wendy, please shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear this man more. Don't
Steve.
have him on there because he is distracting.
Steve Lindsay on hair and makeup.
And thank you for doing the Katrina thing, but I'm so glad we can start talking real greasy about it.
Yeah, well.
Did my girl Kira help out, or did she email out?
You know what? Kira, the intern that was fired, she's pulled a couple more no-shows, and I told Art, all right, that's it. Send her an email.
What did I say? Didn't I call that?
Let her go the way that she's disappointed us.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wendy.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know Steve Lindsay was probably listening at first with his mitts on, ready to fight. You know? He's actually going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. You know, he says to me today while he's doing my hair, you know, Wendy. Do I imitate him good when I do that?
You do.
Wendy. I would love to come up and talk about hair care. These girls are getting these weaves and they are ripping their hair out. And I see it. I clean up a lot of people's bad work. Oh. Yeah. He has his chair set up at Salon Santa Cruz, which is a very nice, if you're like me, then you don't like gossipy hair salons. You just like to go in and get the business done, and you like to feel like a human being. During the summer, you want the air conditioner to be working. You don't want to be a big old fan blowing around hot air. During the winter, you want the heat working, and you like your salon to have a bit of ambiance, and you don't want to go up and down the steps. There are a lot of places in Manhattan where you're up and down the steps. I just can't deal with any of that. It's a Madison Avenue walk up. Madison Avenue between 27th and 28th, and it's Salon Santa Cruz, and then ask for Steve Lindsay. Steve is the one who specializes in weaves, partials, and all that other kind of stuff. Plus, he's a great colorist and just an all-around fabulous guy. And if it happens to be a special occasion that you're going to, not only can he do your hair, but he also will do your makeup. And that's probably him right here. Please tell him, don't put any PSs on me talking about him. Is that Steve?
Elisa.
Oh.
Elisa.
Hey, Elisa. Anyway, he does it all. And damn him, he doesn't have a website. But he does my makeup and hair when I, do TV stuff. And admittedly...
Raymond? Wendy, could you shout out Raymond and Wendell and who?
Excuse me?
Can you just write them down?
Raymond? Okay.
Talking about Steve now.
Yes.
So anyway, and admittedly so, what the final product is that you see is me after he does everything, and then I disappear. And then, how you have to, take out your aqua net that you have hidden between your cleavage and your little tap, your tap tease and tap comb. And I lift and I tease and I tap. And, and then Steve, I walk out and he looks at me with disgust. But the client is always right. What can he do? I'm a grown woman. I will fight you. But thank you, Steve. I love you, darling. And apparently so does that woman. She was seduced by your voice alone. So look, 50 Cent. There's some things that like a rapper is not supposed to be commenting about. Like take, for instance, the relationship between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Now here goes 50 talking about their relationship. Now how does this sound?
How you doing?
Well, he says, if you're a celebrity, people want to go on that journey with you. If you try to hide it, eventually the public's curiosity forces them to find out what's in your garbage can. When you don't allow people to have the information, they start to dig harder. If Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt were open, then the paparazzi wouldn't chase them. While he's absolutely right, I understand what he's saying. It's just not supposed to be coming out of the mouth of, a guy who's been shot 9 times. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Usher is calling on Michael Jackson and Madonna to help and join the lineup for the Hurricane Katrina concert in Houston. It's not going to happen. Michael Jackson doesn't want to water down his product. He wants to be exposed only on that song, for which he's pulling in, all of the artists to be on it. I talked about that earlier. Jay-Z, Mariah Carey, a few weeks ago when I announced this song, or last week that Michael was doing a song, I was saying, well, who the hell is going to, couple up with him? This is not Michael of We Are the World, We Are the People, Children, fame. This is Michael, Michael the Madonna has a son, honey. She's not coming. As a matter of fact, when I look at the people on the lineup, Snoop's the only one with a son. Jay-Z, he's got a daughter. I'm just playing. Mariah, Missy, R. Kelly, Wyclef. R. Kelly's got kids, but he prefers the girls, so he'll do Michael. Wyclef, Lenny Kravitz, Lauryn Hill. Lauren's got a son, Zion, but she's not on this planet, so therefore she doesn't understand. Because while Michael's going through his thing, she was going through her thing. And still hasn't landed. Mary J. Blige, Yolanda Adams, Babyface has boys. James Brown, Snoop Dogg, OJ, Sierra. They're all going to be on this song to benefit the hurricane relief. Michael Jackson's at the helm of this song. It's tentatively called From the Bottom of My Heart. A We Are the World type effort. All joking aside, you do what you can. David Banner emptied out his closets at his house full of designer clothes and just delivered them himself to the shelters and also the organizations that will make sure that the shelters get them to help out the victims of the hurricane. He also organized a benefit concert in Atlanta to raise cash for the survivors. He's feeling very guilty, realizing that his clothes and his footwear had never been worn. When he looked in his closet, and he's like, there's so many people out there who need clothes. Let me do something. So he packed his truck and traveled across the state and dropped off his belongings to others and sent the rest of them out, other ways. And this is what he says. I knew I had more stuff than I'd wear. I don't need all that. In the meantime, little Kim does have the cameras following her constantly at this particular point. Of course, they're looking to make some sort of reality show, which is only right. She's about to go in on September 19th. Her CD is coming out, of course, later on this month as well. As a matter of fact, what is it, next week? Steve, do you know? Little Kim.
I think it's the end of the month.
Is she one of your icon girls? I know you have your icon girls.
I like her, yeah.
Is she an icon?
Not an icon yet, but...
No, I mean, in your mind. Is she...
Oh, an icon. Well, for certain type, but not for me personally.
Okay.
No. Mm-hmm.
It's Beyonce,
Exactly.
Mariah,
Diana.
You are the queeniest of the queens. Anyway, Kim's lawyer says this is a very important time for Kim. We want to have documented evidence of Kim, and we're using humor and a lot of prayer to get through these tough times. Okay. Well, guess who's a grandfather? Meshach Taylor from Designing Women. Didn't we, for the longest time, think that he wasn't into women? Well, but he's also been married for the longest time to Bianca Ferguson from General Hospital. She used to make a good jail girl back in the day, like back in the early 80s and the late 70s. They'd have those jail movies, and she'd play a fighting girl. She's got big nostrils. She always looks angry like this. Anyway, Meshach Taylor is now 58 years old, and he played Anthony on Designing Women. He's got a daughter named Yasmin, and she's 26, and Yasmin gave birth to a 6-pound, 3-ounce baby boy. Yasmin happens to be a tax attorney, and her husband happens to be some sort of manager. Anyway, his name is Dylan O'Flattery, her husband.
Irish.
Very Irish. Anyway, their new son's name is Aiden. That's very Irish, too. So, congratulations. This is what Meshach says. Wait. Meshach Taylor shared, my family back east and Bianca's relatives in Indiana are ecstatic as our son-in-law Dylan's family... as are our son-in-law Dylan's family in Ireland. Yep. His parents are coming over on Friday, and we're all looking forward to being grandparents for the first time. That's wonderful. It's wonderful. Well, before we go into the break, so actually we need to go into the break, but the aftermath of the death of Lamont Bentley continues. After these messages on the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience. Keep it here. Oh, hey, old crows. This hour is just for you, because this hour of the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is being sponsored by AARP.
What's up? This is Dr. Ian Smith, and you're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Thanks, Doc. Hey, everybody, it's me, Wendy Williams. Listen, if you go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com, you can participate in my people poll question. I do one every day. Yesterday was, do you believe in love at first sight? 50% of you said no, 50% said yes. The new question is now posted. Is your relationship primarily driven by sex? Go to the website and answer yes or no. Shout out to Raymond and Brenda and Rachel. They're at Parkside. And thank you so much for listening to the show, for real. Caller number 10 right now is going to pick up passes for Thursday, September 22nd, the Hammerstein Ballroom. It's Faith, it's Kanye West, it's Common, it's Terrence Howard. Wow. This is a live taping of the second annual VH1 Hip Hop Honors. Everybody's going to be there. And it's hosted by Russell Simmons and his brother, Reverend Run. And all the legends will be there. A lot of the new school cats will be in the house as well. Cats and kittens. And so it's the VH1 Hip Hop Honors. The taping is Thursday, September 22nd. And caller number 10 on the phones right now at 866-GET-WENDY will be in there. And for those of you who won't be going, that show will actually be shown on TV on Monday. Let me take 60 seconds and talk to you about Benjamin Rug and Home. Love this place. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. It's located in Secaucus, New Jersey, 20 Meadowlands Parkway. The store telephone number, I'll give that to you in a moment. I want you to know that this is a place that I patronize. I got some stuff going on over there, and I had to check it out when I found out that there were going to be clients at the station. They happened to be right off Route 3 in, Secaucus on my ride home. So one night the traffic was light. I said, let me go check this place out. I ended up going in there and finding everything that I needed for a particular room that I was redoing. The floor covering, oh yeah, rugs, crazy. Nice wall pieces. And beautiful, beautiful, unique, distinctive furniture. Beautiful. Are you ready? They were originally a wholesale store. Now they're a retail store with wholesale prices. It's Benjamin Rug and Home Imports, and they carry a variety of lines, including the sleek and chic Martha Stewart Signature Gallery, and they're launching the Stephanie Cohen Design Collection. Stephanie Cohen and her husband happen to own this place. Stephanie Cohen happens to be a world-class designer. And the rugs, they've got a huge selection. If you don't see exactly what you like, ask them to integrate more purple. Ask them to place an order for one with more purple. I mean, what is it that you want? They even have an interior design team that will come out to your house and help you out. Their prices are competitive. They have the classic gallery upstairs, and on the main floor, the traditional furniture and the contemporary furniture. Whatever your household needs, they have it. It's Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. 20 Meadowlands Parkway, Secaucus, New Jersey. Call 201-617-9000. 201-617-9000. I would give you their website, but they're not up yet. But here, take it and tuck it in someplace, and then pull it out when just keep checking. StephanieCohenHome.com. StephanieCohenHome.com. Okay? They're open 7 days a week. Call them for store hours. 201-617-9000. And it's safe to tell them that Wendy Williams sent you. I love that place. Now, for the woman with the bad... Pay attention. The show is not over for another 20 minutes, Arthur. It sounds like he just woke up, right? Listen, in the meantime, Steve is over there getting the winner for the contest. It's busy. We're buzzing around here. The woman with the bad son. Are you ready? People are back with information for you. Wendy, my brother was a badass at 14. My parents sent him away to a boarding school in Pennsylvania called the school at Church Farms.
Oh, yeah.
You know that school?
School, like Glen Mills. That's no joke.
Really?
Yeah.
The school at Church Farm. Yeah. It was the best thing for my brother, and now he attends Rutgers University. Tell her to look them up. It's in Pennsylvania, lady. The school at Church Farm. Here's somebody else.
Or Glen Mills Academy.
Where's that? Pennsylvania, too?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Congratulations to Sheila Olds. Sheila Olds of Linden, New Jersey. She picked up the passes for the VH1 Hip Hop Honors. Good girl, Sheila, and thanks for turning us on. Chef Roscoe says, for the woman with a potentially bad boy, number one, she needs to put him in a totally different environment like boarding school to make or make his behind work. Number two, make the dad spend more time with the son. Dad's got to step up. Number three, tell her son directly that you know what is going on and you will not lose him to the streets. Good luck. P.S. Dad's a bitch. That's what he said. Here's another one. Wendy, that woman with the bad son, she's looking for a military school. Maybe the fact that she does not have enough sense to Google the words military school or even just Google residential schools for problem children. No wonder her son has problems. She knows how to roll a blunt, but she doesn't know how to reach out to the school or her community for help. That's what this is. This is her community. She's reaching out. D works across. D said, "This is D from across the street." Hey, D. Hey. Hey, China. And one more about the woman with the bad son. Loyal. What is your name, Lloyd? I can't read your name, honey. But it says to the caller with the child. The police department has a program that the child can spend the night in jail and visit jails and see how he'll end up. Send him to a volunteer program and get him get him in some activities. Look to your local precinct for programs. They even have ride-alongs so he could see firsthand how it goes down.
Like Scared Straight.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, guess what? LaJoyce Underwood assigned the role of executor for her son, Moesha actor Lamont Bentley's will by the California Judicial Court last June, prevented the purchase of a $58,000 2005 Cadillac Escalade SUV last Friday. Now, hold on. This is the executor. So you got to figure, well, who's she preventing buying it?
Yes. Uh-oh.
I'll continue. The first increment of the $14 million settlement awarded to Lamont's daughters, Artesia, 11, and Brazil, 9, were mailed off by Smith Barney last month. The increment for each daughter is being dispersed at $100,000 a year until they're 21 years old. Miss Underwood, that's Lamont's mom, who's the executor, successfully got an injunction to prevent the baby's mother's, LaDonna Fredericks, from making purchases unrelated to the well-being of his two daughters.
Yes.
Hold on, the plot thickens. Continue. LaDonna Fredericks was at a South Carolina car dealership last Friday trying to purchase a $58,000 Escalade.
Oh, no!
And I called it an SUV, but it's fancier than that. What is an ESV? What is that? Was that a typo? Is that like an AMG? Like not just a Mercedes, but an AMG?
Oh, please, hope not.
You Nick Rose. Splaboos. Attempting to foot the down payment bill by credit card, LaDonna was informed that the charge was denied.
Oh, yes.
Continue.
Uh-oh.
The credit card was American Express, issued by Lamont before his death. At Lamont's request, he made these arrangements when he gave the card to LaDonna in July of 2004. This card is being monitored by Smith Barney. So even when he was alive, he was on it. He was on it and on her. Oh. The purchase of the Escalade was rejected because Lamont had already purchased a brand new Ford Explorer for LaDonna and the children in May of 2004. And it's clear that she was purchasing this car for the next man, Ralph, down the street. No, I'm just playing about that part. But wouldn't that be a blip? She's trying to pimp the game.
He regulating dead.
This is exactly regulating the situation, and his mom is his right-hand girl. And this is what his mother told her local newspaper, the Milwaukee Journal. Lamont worked too hard. Lamont worked too hard. Lamont worked too hard to throw money away like that. LaDonna's car is only a year old, and look at her wanting a new car. Ain't no good gonna come to her until she do right by my grandbabies.
Right.
Isn't that a good story? I mean, like I don't mean good, but I mean how juicy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. I couldn't wait to tell you that story. I can't believe it took me 4 hours and 45 minutes to get to it. Oh, you all slay me. Any Cornish hens left over at the bachelor pad?
Heck no, I ate that last night.
Well.
Tonight's spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, all right, nice. Now, do you make your meatballs fresh? I'll tell you who has a good brand. Hillshire Farm makes good turkey meatballs. They're a big hit in my house.
Made?
Yeah.
No, I make mine like you do. I make mine.
No, I don't make them anymore. Because I used to always make my own because you always taste the filler and all that other kind of crap in them. Try the Hillshire Farm pre-made turkey meatballs. They're delicious.
Just as good as make them yourself.
Yeah, and they last in your refrigerator for like 2 weeks. So like you can buy them and then not plan your spaghetti and meatball, whatever you're going to make for like,
What are you making for dinner tonight?
Leftovers. I cooked 5 meals over the weekend. Please. I mean, what do you want? Cornish hen, ravioli, turkey meatloaf?
Uh-oh.
I mean, really?
Sounds good.
Powdered donuts, chocolate donuts.
You made that?
Dixie cups? No, that's, little. You want something a little sweet. I feel like I want to get into something else, but in actuality, all right, Eva Longoria, you know that bathing suit that she wore in the MTV Video Music Awards? She's auctioning it off for Katrina relief. Are people going to buy that? Steve, is she all that yet?
I personally love her.
Okay.
I love her song.
Yeah, but it's not as legendary as a J-Lo dress from.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
It was fabulous, but not.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, she's auctioning it off, and whatever money that comes from it. For those of you who just turned on the radio, don't forget the Mega Millions lottery jackpot is up to $2 million. Damn. Yeah. Daryl McRae at thehouseofnubian.com insists that I remind you of that. Hey, D.
Did you say $2 million only?
Excuse me, $200 million.
Oh, okay.
$200 million. It's primary day. I mean, everything's, just about, closed up at this point. If you haven't done it, it looks like you're not going to do it. So, Chaka Khan's son has been ordered to stand trial in the shooting death of a teenager at a party last fall. We covered this story when it happened. He's 26 years old and his name is Damian Patrick Holland. And he was charged with fatally shooting the 17-year-old boy named Christopher Bailey. And they were at a party in Los Angeles in September of 2004. They struggled for a gun during a fight. And Chaka's son surrendered in February, but they didn't find enough evidence to process the case, so they let him go. But you know how it is. Enough people step up and start whispering in, the cops' ears. All of a sudden, they have enough evidence. So enough people started to whisper. And now the boy is going to be standing trial, Chaka Khan's son. Chaka's 52 years old. At this point, she doesn't need this in her life. But, I mean, so if you happen to not see her doing any Katrina relief stuff, just understand she's going through her own private hell. And if you do see her, applaud her twice as hard because she's got a lot of distraction at this particular point. I don't know that she has any other children. I don't know who this guy's father is, but I just know that, this is her baby boy. And he's being accused of killing somebody. I got 2 minutes. I gotta, make the most of these 2 minutes. I wanted to leave you with a zinger. Suge Knight's assets are frozen in the divorce settlement. Yeah, but the problem is that we already know the story, so we know it's not him getting divorced because the way it's titled is, Suge's married and now he's divorcing and his wife is rolling gangsta. Nope. It's some other people divorcing and Suge is all mixed up in the mix. No, he wasn't having an affair with the woman, but apparently what it is he is named as an interested party in the divorce of Lydia and Michael Harris. Their divorce was filed on August 29th. Now, Suge just got out of the hospital getting a bullet removed from his leg, and now he finds out he can't even go to his ATM because nothing's going down. Assets frozen. That's that. That decision follows. That decision was made like 24 hours after him getting out of the hospital. It seems as like, there's $107 million up for question. Lydia Harris, the wife, won $170 million in a court injunction. Is that what you call it legally? Money that Suge owed her that Suge never paid. Her husband's in jail, and it will be in jail for 28 years. So he's done about, 3 or 4 years of that bid?
He's done a lot of it, like at least 10.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, those extra years are going to fly by. He's in jail for 28 years.
He'll be out before you know it.
He'll be out before you know it and looking for her for real.
Yeah.
She's trying to get away with the $107 million. And Sugar's like, what do I have anything to do with this? Why are my assets frozen? In the meantime, the husband is in jail right now, and he wants half. But they built that empire together. Hi, Zoe. Thank you. How was work today?
Okay.
Good.
How was your day?
It's getting ready to end. It was actually very nice. What do you do here after we leave? Oh, gosh.
No. Sometimes I help out Mr. Trevor.
Got an Oprah wig on. Oh, here we go.
I love you for listening. It is what it is. Vaughn Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the fastest growing radio program in the country. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, broadcasting right here from 107.5 WBLS New York. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast.